Howdy folks, it's Ultra here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are going to continue the Austria Land of Mountains and Music Bush trip, one leg per video. Why? Because they're drawing this one out. Why? Because based on what I saw at the last live stream, this could possibly be our very last bush trip. I could be wrong, but based on what I saw, it could be the last one. So one leg per video, leg 3 in this video. I assume you watched the other two, so you know what's going on, so let's get right to it. And yeah, so I was watching the dev stream. They showed us what's in the next world update coming out in December, and no bush trips listed, so there is that. Alright, a few days ago, IRL, and for me and in the sim, and for everybody, a few days ago, we landed here, and by the beautiful city. Oh yeah, that's right, there's the museum next to a stadium right there. Because it sticks out like a sore thumb. See, we talk about that all the time. Looks cartoonish. Anyway. Alrighty, I assume we're going to keep going that way, so I don't know why I'm wasting time. Let's get right to it. Hop to it. We need to repair and refuel, actually, so let's do that right. Which one is it? Right now. There we go. I have a map. Just Control R. You do not, unless you have done it yourself. Repair and refuel. It's a very handy keystroke to have mapped. Alrighty, so why am I forgetting something? Flaps down, we'll get autopilot ready. Not sure what I'm thinking about. I was distracted by something. I had to run upstairs, help a child with something. So now you have my attention, but I'm all discombobulated. Anyway, not sure what's going on. Whatever. Alright, we are going to LOWG. Alrighty, and we'll see what the map looks like. Perhaps we'll stay in the valleys again like the previous leg. That was very fun, just to fly the valley. Or maybe we have to climb. Doesn't look like we have to climb. Let's read a few of these while that's loading. Drava River, lift off from the airport and set a course to the east-southeast. Gain a visual on the Volkenmarkter, a long, narrow reservoir on the river. Approaching the west end of the reservoir, sight a railroad bridge and pass over the Drava just west of the bridge. Okie dokie. I don't see the bridge in the picture, but there is somewhere. Okay, I'll keep reading here a little bit, and then we'll do sightseeing in between. Traverse the reservoir, and continue following the Drava along its general course to the east to the town of Lavemund, where the river joins it. So river to river, so there's a railroad bridge on the first one. Why is this not done yet? What is going on over here? River to a river, there we go. And then, railroad bridge, another bridge or a dam or something, and then... let's read this next one, and then we'll come back to it for the last two. Turn to the north, then follow the river through the lava valley to the town of Wolfsburg. There's an airfield, which we're not stopping at. It's nestled within the Alps. Part of the central eastern Alps. Mountains of the Alps are lower and less rugged to those of the high Tarn range. Geez, those are hard words to say. Alright, so some rivers and a city with an airport where we're not landing. So sightseeing up to there. Then when we get to 17, which will be 16 on here, we'll come back together and read the last few things. Simple enough. Let's zoom out here and look a little bit. So what did I say we were going to? I already forgot because I just had to go upstairs and help my kitty in for half an hour. This one leg is going to take me 3 hours. Alright, let's see. We read about that, read about that. Okay, so 17, which is 16. So when we get up here, we will... read about the last two things and land together. Okay, 16 it is, I think. See if I can remember that. I think we can use... well, we can't use GPS the whole time with autopilot. It might crash us into the mountain. So we'll start with GPS and autopilot. And then we might switch over to heading bug. Right, the fun little details. Alright, so because we're going to use that, let's go up to 4,000 feet again. You can see on your screen we're up to 4,000 feet. And we'll have my Logitech multi-panel set to vertical speed. Get ready for that with autopilot. I do need to put in waypoint 14 though, if you want to do autopilot GPS. No, not you. No, back. How do I go back? I don't want to, no. How do I get out of this? Oh man. Okay, I just went from full to split again. Why want to go up anymore? Oh, right here, please. That's one we want. Yes. Good grief. Alright, now GPS is ready to go. Vertical speed is ready to go. First set of flaps down already done. And how are we going to get out of here? Well, turn around and go. Alrighty. We'll hope for the best with the weather. Live weather is still turned on, folks. So, the more we can do with live weather, the better. Yes, we have had to turn it off in the past. Quite a bit, actually. But we also haven't had to turn it off. Quite a bit. So, today, we will continue with the live weather. I think this is the way I was going. I see a red sign. That means it's the runway. And we will, skedaddle on out of here. And I guess it'll be a midfield takeoff because the start area is over to the right. That's okay. We'll just do a little turn and burn here. And, get going. Engage autopilot at any time. Look at the mountains in the background. Here we go, taking the racing line. And we are going to be up before we even get to the middle of the runway. Look at that. Brakes to stop the wheels, flaps coming up. Let's engage autopilot right now because we can. Heading bug vertical speed, 900 feet per minute, why not? Everything firewalled. Not worried about best way to climb at the moment. I just want to climb. Okay, there we go. So we've got some river stuff. And a river, so there's river with a bridge, river, train bridge, river with something else. And then when we come up here, was it the town? I already forgot what it was. Yeah, a town. We'll come back together and finish like the other. So simple as that. I'm just going to keep an eye on this and make sure we don't need to switch over to heading bug without running into a mountain. Okay, you know the drill by now. We've only done 57 or 54 or some bush trips, multiple legs. We've done like 300, 400. Oh, there's IKEA. I was right. It's IKEA. I was right. Remember the previous leg. Talked about that. Even native speakers Americanize it, call it IKEA, but someone from Sweden I was watching this video saying, no, it's IKEA. There you go. Awesome. Enjoy. Sorry, I was distracted by the park. Enjoy some sights. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, and up ahead is the town we're supposed to look for. So while we're getting closer to the town, let's read about the viaduct. Levant Viaduct. Fly due north, paralleling the course of the south motorway to reach the village of Twinburg. Just north of Twinburg, the south motorway crosses the Levant River over a spectacular bridge, Levant Viaduct. So, just off here into the mountains. Oh, we might have to climb, folks. I didn't even think of that. Up here's the viaduct somewhere. After the viaduct, well, a little ways after the viaduct, you're going to follow the south motorway to the east, passing from the state of Carinthia to the state of Styria and the city of Graz, Styria's capital. Land at the airport located south of the south motorway and west of River Mur. In a big old field. Hopefully it's easy to spot. The only concern is this terrain. So we're going to go up here and go over here before the big hills, I assume. No. Yes, those big hills are here. Okay, so we're going to go up and then back down. So we might have to curve, we'll have to curve out here anyway to land. So, okay, so let's climb. How much do you want to climb? Quite a bit. We're at 4,000 now. Let's go to 7,000 and see if that's enough. I will panic climb later if I need to. And vertical speed. Let's do 1,000 feet per minute just to get out of town. Make sure I got my power back in. Because I have climbed before, wondering why I'm so slow, because I forget to put the power back in. Alrighty, let's look outside though at that town we're supposed to admire, which is right below us. There you go. And there's like barn. Some red roofed houses. Looking pretty cool if you ask me. Very nice. Looking back. Very nice. So, while we're climbing and going over to our destination, are we above freezing, by the way? We are. Okay, don't need to worry about that storm up there. World weather, by the way, if I haven't mentioned it 20 times already. But it's a bonus for those of you watching this part of the bush trip, this series, I guess. I do plan on making a separate video about if I'm going to get Flight Sim 2024. Before we talk about it, look at this here. But for those of you, there's a little bonus. I'm going to tell you right now my thoughts. At this very exact moment, I am not planning on getting Flight Sim 2024, and let me tell you why. First of all, my computer specs barely meet the middle requirements. So, based on the live stream, I can run in the new sim, I'll be able to run 1440p, which I would do anyway. I have no need for 4K, but I'd run 1440p with some stuff set high, some stuff set medium, that type of thing, which might be good enough. But based on this sim, at least, I like running everything maxed out, because you might miss out on a shadow here or there, or you might miss out on something here or there if you turn things down. So yes, I can run the new sim in 1440p, which is what I would do anyway, but I can't have everything maxed out. I can have some things maxed out and not others. There is a variable adaptable setting in the new sim where it'll change based on your performance in the moment. There's a viaduct, by the way, we're supposed to be looking for right there. So let's say I have everything cranked to high, but then it's struggling, it'll automatically recalibrate everything for me, type thing. But I don't want it to do that. I want it to be able to stay high all the time like this one. So that's one reason I'm not getting it. The other reason is I'm a completionist, which means I like to do everything a game or sim has to offer. Hence why I've done every single achievement, including the $1,000 achievement and all that stuff in this sim, and I'm doing every bush trip. I did do every landing challenge until they changed the whole system. I didn't want to redo them. But I'm a completionist. So what that means is, there's a viaduct. They have a career mode and hundreds upon hundreds of activities, and I would want to do them all. And I know I would have a decade to get it done. It's not like you have a year or something to get it done. But I would see it and be like, okay, I want to do more and complete more. And it's just a lot. Plus, like in the career mode, if you crash your plane, you lose it type thing. So that stresses me out a little bit. Also, they have a thing like Forza where every 10 weeks, I think, they'll have a set of challenges to do, and I would want to do them all. So if I missed any, I'd be like, oh, bummer, I can't go back and do them. So the completionist thing in me is like, you know, I've already, in quotes, completed this sim. Why do I want to start over? And then the other thing is, okay, so I can run the new sim at 1440, but not everything can be maxed out, so I might be missing out on something really cool because I can't max it out. Let's say I'm on the ground looking at animals, because they've got dozens of different fauna, and my settings, I can't max out the settings, so it looks like crap, whereas other people are like, this is what it looks like. I'm like, well, yeah, because they have more powerful computers, which I do know a lot of my fans with me deal with that, right? Where they see what I see, they're like, wow, it looks amazing in this sim, and they can't get their own sim to work that way because their computers aren't as powerful. So I understand both sides of that, but I don't want to get the new sim, can't run it at max, and then the things I'm looking forward to just look like crap because I can't run it at max. You know what I mean? If I were to get a new computer someday, yeah, we'll get the new sim, and then I would just try to ignore the completionist part of it. So those are two of the reasons why I'm not planning on getting Flight Sim 2024 yet. And the last reason, this sim is going to keep being updated for 10 years. So 6 more years of world update, sim update, city update, avionics update. It's not quitting anytime soon. I wonder if that's a tunnel. So this is going to stick around. So my computer runs it flawlessly, everything maxed out, and I don't really need to worry about missing out on hundreds of activities in a career mode and stuff, and because that's not how I use the sim. So, you know, so for right now, there's your answer without waiting for another video to come out. I'm not really planning on getting Flight Sim 2024. My wife thinks I should just get it just to have it, and maybe use it, maybe not. I'm like, but I will get like the $200 version. So why would I get the $200 version and maybe never use it? I already feel super duper duper guilty that I've got the latest Need for Speed. That was like $60. Played it twice, haven't touched it since. So anyway, there you go. That's my story, and I might not be sticking to it. But thankfully the clouds are over there. I'm worried about freezing anyway. But there's the airport. Let's get the elevation for the airport if I can hit the right button. And we will see, what is G, right? Yeah, right there. 1,100 feet. And what are we at? 7, so we need to come down. Let's come down 6, 5,500 or so. Are we ready to come down 5,500? To 5,500, yes we are. So what's 1,100? So let's go not 1,500, 2,000, let's go 22, yeah, let's go 2,100 feet. Vertical speed, boom. Come down 1,100 feet per minute so we can sink quickly, bring back throttles, you know, overspeed, and let's get down so we can land in this plane. And I have to admit, it is like 3 hours later in real life. It's super late at night now. I help my kids with some stuff. Family comes first, of course. So how long is this flight supposed to be? 32 minutes. It's taking me like 3.5 hours. I don't know what it's going to say because I paused it. And sometimes when you pause it, it accumulates your time, so it might say that this was a 3.5 hour leg. Sometimes when you pause it, it doesn't accumulate your time, so we'll see what it says in a minute. But anyway, looking around, looking good. Keep an eye on that speed. Might slow down a little to buy us some time because we're only 10 nautical miles away, and I want to come down quite a bit yet. So here we go, hopping outside, probably for the final time on this leg. And yes, you need to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when the next video comes out. That'll also include the next leg. And then hit the like button if you're now and in the future, so that people know people are still interested. So the algorithm knows that people are still interested. There you go. I'm distracted because I'm trying to finish this up and go to bed. Pretty sure airport is in this huge field. You can just remember from this thing, it's in a huge field. See? Alrighty. Okie dokie, only 8 nautical miles away. Let's slow down even more so that we can buy some time to get down. And pretty confident that is our airport, so we'll fly up to it. And which way is the wind? Okay, we'll turn left then. Ooh, if it does not change, we will actually have a very decent approach with live weather. But it's already changing as we come off the mountain. So when we get closer to the airport, we'll look at the weather again and then decide which way to go and which way to approach from. pretty straightforward stuff. We've done this hundreds and hundreds of legs now, so just enjoy the scenery like this. That is very interesting. Huh. Doesn't look so great when you zoom in, does it? But it looks okay if you stay out here like this. Alrighty, I am very confident that is our airport. So we'll just let the autopilot do its thing while we keep descending. We're at 4,300, coming down to 2,100. And then we will see what we're going to do with it. Clouds are beautiful. Hillside is beautiful. The river and the trees along the water, beautiful. Look at the highway there, looking back. Oh yeah, that must be an Autobahn with the long sweeping curves. Quite possibly. Alrighty, what are we at? We are at 3,300 and still descending, and the weather still favors approaching from the left to the right. So that's what we're going to do. Let's turn off autopilot and fix trim because it's a mess. And let's head out this way so that we don't have to take any more time than we already are. Let's watch out for this train in front of us. It's not flat. Be careful. Nice and easy. Oh, some swimming pools down there. And sometimes these long, easy approaches seem like they take forever, and I get kind of impatient, but I try not to get impatient, because then it just causes unnecessary stress. And bad things gonna happen when you try to hurry. What is that? Just a very colorful building. Oh, I like this little skyline kind of thing when you come around the corner. That was unexpected. Well, that was pretty cool. Alrighty. What are we doing here? We're getting too low because I'm too excited about those buildings. Too low means too difficult to see the runway. We already know this. No surprise. Lack of peripheral vision makes things complicated too, but we'll be okay. Look at all these like towers and billboards and things. That's kind of interesting. Kind of post-apocalyptic. Happens in the sim. Alrighty, here we go. Let's slow down a little bit. Get first set of flaps down. Look out the window one final time. And get ready to land. Looks like there's a stadium off the end of the runway there. That's kind of interesting. 2 sets of flaps. Coming at an angle just so I can see where I'm going. Yep. There we go. We're a little high, huh? Well, not when I'm coming from over here. Nice long runway. More than enough space. Alright, now we'll descend into the glide slope. And we'll do a full set of flaps so we can stop nice and low. Slow. Land nice and slowly. There you go. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, enter the airport boundary. A little bit of crosswind. Oh, now we have a tailwind. It changed on us. How did I know that was going to happen? I'm like, why is the airplane acting so funny? Well, because now we have a tailwind. I'm not going to go around. Not worried about it. We're just going to kind of coast along, get over that threshold. There we go. Soften it out. There we go. And boom, right main, left main, and nose wheel. There you go. Should have been left main. Instead I did right main first because the wind was coming from the left. Oh well. Whatever. It was the effort that counted. Let's stop here, please. Thank you. Set the parking brake, shut her down, turn off the battery, and get credit for the leg. What was this, leg 3? Yes, leg 3, so you're already subscribed, notifications turned on, so you know when leg 4 comes out, and I'll see you then.